Good morning, children. This video is the first part of the chapter first, the language of chemistry. So let's start. According to the name of this chapter, the language of chemistry. So in this chapter, you will study how to represent the elements in chemistry, how to write the formula of the compounds, how to represent the chemical reactions, how to determine the molecular weight of the compounds. So in this chapter, first topic, symbols. Symbols means here symbol represent the specific element or one atom of an element. Symbol represent the specific element or one atom of an element. So we know that till date 118 elements are discovered and these elements are placed in the periodic table and each element has the specific symbol. For example, if we represent the carbon, so for the carbon the symbol here capital C. If we represent the oxygen, so oxygen symbol capital O. If we represent the aluminium, so capital A small l. So in the representation of these elements that scientists had given the view for the representation of these elements. So in the starting in 1807, John Dalton had given the figurative representation, means structural based, means diagram based, we can say diagram based figurative representation. So here in the figurative representation, John Dalton represented the elements on the basis of the figurative representation. So here according to the figurative representation, according to the John Dalton, that if we want to represent the oxygen, so for the oxygen he had given one circle, means for the representation of the oxygen he represented the oxygen as circle form, like in this manner. So here this represents the oxygen element. And if we want to represent the hydrogen, so he represented as one circle and in the center one point. This is the hydrogen representation. And if we want to represent the sulfur according to the John Dalton method, so one circle and here like this. This is the sulfur representation. So this method is very difficult to represent these elements. So here if we want to represent the sulfur, so first we will make one circle, then one plus sign like this. So this is difficult to represent these elements. So that's why this theory failed. And in 1814, Berzelius had given the symbolic representation, means he represented the elements by using the symbols. Symbolic representation, we can say, he represented these elements by using the symbols. So according to the Berzelius, that he used the first letter of the actual name of the element. In some element he used the first letter for representing the element. For in some elements he used the first two letters for the representation. In some elements he used the letter from the Latin name, and like this is the representation by the Berzelius. So here these are the representation by the Berzelius. He represented the elements by the symbol manner, by the symbol, and according to him that he used the letters from the particular name of the element. So this may be first letter, this may be first two letter, or any two letter from that element actual name. And also he used the letters from the Latin name of that element. So according to the Berzelius, we can see these element symbol. For example, if we want to represent the carbon, so he represented the carbon by the symbol C, capital C. So this is the representation by the symbol manner. So here he used the symbol capital C for representing the carbon element. And now we are using these Berzelius method for the representation of these element, means symbolic representation. And in the symbolic representation for the carbon, he used the first letter of the carbon in capital C. And if we want to represent the oxygen, so he had given O for the representation of the oxygen, means O alphabet. If we represent the so for the carbon, he used the symbol C, capital letter C. For the oxygen, he used the capital O for the representation of the oxygen element. For representation of calcium, calcium means first letter C and then small a. So here this is the representation of the calcium. Aluminium, he used Al. Nitrogen, capital N. Chlorine, capital C, small l. Bromine, we can write in this manner, capital B, small r. Copper, capital C, small u. Iron, Fe. Silver, Ag. Gold, Au. Mercury, Hg. So these are the symbols of different elements. So here we can see for the carbon, capital C, for the oxygen, capital O, for the bromine, capital B, small r, for the calcium, capital C, small a, aluminium, capital A, small l, copper, capital C, small u, nitrogen, capital N only, chlorine, capital C, small l, iron, he used here Latin name. Iron Latin name ferrum. So he represented as, means we can represent Fe. Fe for the iron, because Latin name of the iron ferrum. In the same manner, if we take the silver, silver Latin name argentum. So we will represent like this, capital A, small g. For the gold, Latin name of the gold aurum. So we can represent the gold by capital A, small u. Mercury, mercury Latin name hydrogyrum. So capital H, small g. So here we are using this symbolic representation of the elements. And next topic valency. Next topic, valency. Valency definition here: the atom lose electron, gain electron, or share electron so as to complete the nearest noble gas electronic configuration. This is the definition of the valency. The atom lose electron, gain electron, or share electron so as to complete the nearest noble gas electronic configuration for the stability. And also we can say the atom lose electron, gain electron, or share electron so as to complete the 8 electrons in the outermost shell, except for the hydrogen, helium. So here these are the definitions of the valency, and in your book that written here, number of hydrogen atoms combined or displaced number of hydrogen atoms combine or displace by an atom. So here number of hydrogen atoms combined means same meaning here. Here I am saying the atom lose electron. The atom lose electron means how much electrons lost. The atom gain electrons, how much electron gains. So here if we see the hydrogen atom, so hydrogen atom has only one electron. So also we can say addition of hydrogen atoms means how many hydrogen atoms added. So it means that this represent the how much electron added, because one hydrogen atom has one electron. How much hydrogen atom replaced from the atom, so means how much electrons lost. So same meaning here. And the perfect definition, the atom lose electron, gain electron or share electron so as to complete the nearest noble gas electronic configuration. This is the definition of valency. And why the atom lose electron, gain electron or share electron? Only for the stability. So atom lose electron, gain electron or share electron so as to complete the nearest noble gas electronic configuration. Only for stability, means for stability. So here stability, the word here came stability. So here 118 elements are present in the periodic table, and these elements are not stable. Only few elements are stable. So only few elements are stable. We know that atoms are neutral, means number of electrons equal to the number of protons in an atom. But these are not stable. Atoms are neutral, but atoms are not stable. Only few atoms are stable in the periodic table, means we can say few elements are stable and the others are unstable. So here if we say here helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. So these elements are stable, and these elements are called the noble gas elements, or inert gas element. So these elements are called the noble gas element or inert gas element, and because these are totally stable, and here atomic number of the helium 2. So in the case cell 2 electron, neon 10, so here 2, 8, argon 18, so here 2, 8, 8, then krypton 36, 2, 8, 18, 8. So these are the electronic configuration of these elements, and these elements are called the noble gas element. Means no any reactivity, these elements will not react with the other element because no need for the electron. These are totally stable. And also we can say inert gas element, means these elements have not tendency to combine with the other, because these are totally stable. And we can say noble gas elements are inert gas elements, and the other elements are unstable, and these wants to stable just like the noble gas element. So here for the stability, these elements lose electron, gain electron or share electron so as to complete the nearest noble gas electronic configuration. So other elements acquiring the noble gas electronic configuration for stability, because these are totally stable. In our life also we are going for the stability. That suppose that any stable person, so we want to become like that. suppose that any engineer, good engineer. So we are means any person wants to become engineer. So first he will study, then after that he will get the job. So here also in our life we are going for the stability, and we want to become a perfect person. Perfect person in your sense, what is the perfect? So here the particular person wants to become a perfect person according to him. So this is the stability. And in atomic sense, stability means here acquiring the electronic configuration of the noble gas element. Means other atoms of other elements acquiring the electronic configuration of noble gas element, because noble gas elements are totally stable. So in this way, if you take the hydrogen, so hydrogen atomic number 1 means number of electron here 1, in the K cell only 1 electron. Helium, if you take helium atomic number 2, in the K cell 2 electrons. Then lithium atomic number 3, then here 2, 1. In the K cell 2 electron, L cell 1 electron. K cell 2 electron, L cell 1 electron. Beryllium 4, so here 2, 2. Boron 5, so here 2, 3. Carbon 6, so here 2, 4. Nitrogen 7, so 2, 5. So if we see that these elements, so here hydrogen has 1 electron in the K cell, and this is unstable because only the few elements are stable. So if we see the electronic configuration of the hydrogen, in the K cell only 1 electron present. So this wants to become just like the helium electronic configuration, because helium noble gas, this is nearest from the hydrogen. So here we can see hydrogen nearest from the helium. How we can say? Hydrogen atomic number 1 and helium atomic number 2. So hydrogen nearest means helium nearest from the hydrogen. So here hydrogen acquired the electronic configuration of helium, because helium is stable. So in this way, hydrogen need 1 electron for acquiring the electronic configuration, because helium has 2 electron in the K cell and hydrogen has only 1 electron in the K cell. Hydrogen require 1 electron for completing the helium electronic configuration. So that's why by gaining of 1 electron, the hydrogen acquire the stability, just like the helium electronic configuration. So in this way, the valency of hydrogen is 1. In the same manner, if we take the helium, this is the noble gas element, valency will be 0. Here no need for the electron. This is already stable. Lithium, if you say, so lithium atomic number 3, and this lithium also nearest from the helium. Helium nearest from the lithium. So here lithium electronic configuration 2 electron in the K cell, 1 electron in the L cell. And if we take the helium has only 2 electron in the K cell. So here 1 more electron present. So this will lose 1 electron, and here also the valency will be 1 for the lithium. Beryllium, if you say, so beryllium also nearest from the helium, and this will lose 2 electron for acquiring the helium electronic configuration. Boron also this will lose 3 electron for acquiring the helium electronic configuration. And then after carbon, if you see the carbon example, so here carbon 2,4 electronic configuration. So here this carbon nearest from the helium as well as neon, because this carbon if lose 4 electron, by losing 4 electrons, so this will acquire the helium electronic configuration. We can see the electronic configuration of carbon 2,4. By losing 4 electrons, this will acquire the helium electronic configuration. And by gaining 4 electron, means here 2,4, by gaining 4 electrons, so here this will be 2,8. So this will acquire the neon electronic configuration. So there are two nearest gas, nearest to helium and neon nearest from the carbon. So here the carbon has the tendency to lose 4 electron or gain 4 electron. Same number of atoms. This can lose or gain. If lose, so this will acquire the helium electronic configuration. If this gain 4 electrons, so this will acquire the neon electronic configuration. So here valency will be 4. If you say nitrogen, so nitrogen here 2 5. This is nearest from the neon, 2 8 here. So this requires 3 electrons for completing the neon electronic configuration, 2 8. And here only 2 5. 3 electrons required. So this will gain 3 electrons. So valency will be 3. And one more thing, here these elements, here I am saying noble gas element, because these elements are found in the gaseous form, in the nature, are found in the gaseous form. So this is the reason we are saying noble gas element, and also we can say inert gas elements. Inert gas, noble gas, these are found in the gaseous form, in the nature. So these are the valency: hydrogen valency 1, helium valency 0, then lithium valency 1, beryllium valency 2, boron valency 3, and carbon valency 4, nitrogen valency 3. And in this example, hydrogen means here valency always means valency should be in whole number. So here these are in whole number, and after this, according to the nature, we can give the sign. So here hydrogen, this gain 1 electron for acquiring the helium electronic configuration. So gaining of electrons, so minus sign we can represent. And here lithium by losing 1 electron. Losing means loss of electron, and for the loss of electron, you know very well plus sign. So here plus sign we can give. And here also loss of electron, plus sign, here also plus sign. And in the carbon case, carbon has the tendency to lose 4 electron or gain 4 electron. So we can write here plus minus, like in this manner, plus minus. Nitrogen gain 3 electrons, so minus 3. So like this we can represent. And hydrogen here valency minus 1. According to the rule, hydrogen valency you will say 1. This is the valency of hydrogen. And according to the nature, hydrogen has the gaining property. So we can represent like this minus 1. And hydrogen valency also given here plus 1 means according to the rule this is correct here, hydrogen valency minus 1. But in the books hydrogen valency plus 1 also given. So here what is the reason? Because hydrogen, this is the smallest atom, atomic number 1, and it has number of proton only 1, number of electron only 1. So this atom has not tendency to gain electron. So in most of the cases, the hydrogen atom has not capacity to gain the electron, because in the center, in the nucleus of hydrogen atom, only 1 proton present. So this 1 proton has not much enough power to gain the electron, for gaining the electron. So in this way, the hydrogen atom in most of the cases, the hydrogen atom has the tendency to lose the electron. 1 electron lost. So in this way, we can write the hydrogen valency plus minus 1. So here if anybody asks that what is the valency of hydrogen, so you will say 1, and according to the nature you will say minus 1. This is in accordance with the rule. Okay, minus 1. And according to the practical point of view, plus minus 1 we can write. Means actual valency of hydrogen you will say 1, and according to the rule means by using the sign minus 1. So here this is the valency, and after this nitrogen, and after this if you take the oxygen, so oxygen here atomic number 8, two, 6. So this nearest from the neon 2 electrons required, so valency will be here 2. And then after oxygen, fluorine 9, so here 2, 7. So this need 1 electron, valency 1. And after this neon already stable. Then sodium atomic number 11, so here 2, 8, 1. So this nearest from the neon, and for acquiring the neon electronic configuration, this will lose 1 electron. In the same manner, magnesium lose 2 electron, aluminium lose 3 electron. So these are the valencies of different elements. So here in the valency, don't confuse here. Valency should be in whole number, and the sign we are representing according to the nature. And in the hydrogen case, the valency 1, and if you are using according to the rule that the hydrogen valency, you will say -1. Next topic, variable valency. Variable valency. So here in the variable valency, some elements having the variable valency means more than one valency. For example, if we take the iron, so iron has valency +2 and +3. If you take the copper, so copper valency +1, +2. Gold means Au, so here valency +1, +3. Silver +1, +2. And mercury +1, +2, lead +2, +4. So these are the variable valencies of the some elements. So here what is the reason for the variable valency? So here for the variable valency, that penalty made cell responsible for the variable valency. Means more than one valency. Variable valency means the element has more than one valency. So here I have given the examples of variable valencies, that iron having the 2 valency +2, +3, silver has 2 valency +1, +2, lead has 2 valency +2, +4, mercury has 2 valency +1, +2. So some elements having the variable valency means more than one valency. So what is the reason for this? So here for the valency, we have seen that outermost cell responsibility means electron lost or gained only by the outermost cell, means valence cell. So for the valency, valence cell responsibility means electron lost or gained only from the valence cell. But if you say about the variable valency, so here penalty made cell responsible for the variable valency. Penalty made cell means second outermost cell. So here if you take one example, suppose that here copper. So copper has the valency here +1, +2. And here the atomic number of the copper 29. So we can write here 2, 8, 18, 1. Means in the K cell 2, L cell 8 electron, M cell 18 and N cell 1 electron. So here if we draw the atomic structure, so here first cell, then second cell, then third cell, then fourth cell, and in the cell, first cell 2 electron, second 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, this is the K cell, This is L cell, M cell, N cell, and here 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And N cell, 1 electron. So here, this cell, this is the outermost cell. N cell, this is the outermost cell. And also we can say valence cell. And penultimate cell, this is the second outermost cell, this cell, N cell. N cell, this is the penultimate cell. Penultimate cell. Penultimate cell means second outermost cell. So sometime here you can see in this electronic configuration, this copper will lose 1 electron for acquiring the nearest noble gas. Means here this copper has the tendency to lose 1 electron. In the outermost only 1 electron present. One more thing here, an atom has 1, 2, 3 electrons. So these elements having the losing capability, that if 1 electron present in the outermost cell, atom will lose 1 electron. 2 electron present in the outermost cell, the atom will lose 2 electron. 3 electron present in the outermost cell, the atom will lose 3 electron. And if 4 electrons, so this can lose or gain. And here if 5 electron present in the outermost cell, this gain 3 electron. 6 electron present in the outermost cell, this gain 2 electron. 7 electron present in the outermost cell, this gain 1 electron. So here 1 electron present in the outermost cell, this will lose 1 electron, means outermost cell, valence cell, lose 1 electron, so valency here will be +1 by losing 1 electron. But sometime here 1 electron jump from the penultimate cell to the outermost cell. 1 electron jump from penultimate cell to the outermost cell. 1 electron jump from the penultimate cell to the outermost cell. So here if 1 electron jump, then the electronic configuration will be 2, 8, 17, 2. And in this case, the valence cell lose 2 electrons. Valence cell lose 2 electrons. So here the valency will be +2. So this is the reason for the variable valency, that only the few elements having the tendency to, means here only the few elements having this property, variable valency. And here we can see the copper electronic configuration 2, 8, 18, 1, this lose 1 electron, so here valency +1. And 1 electron jump from the penultimate cell, means second outermost cell, to the outermost cell, means to the valence cell. So here this will be 17 here, and here 2. So in this case this will lose 2 electron. So here we can see there are 2 valencies, +1 and +2. Variable valency means more than 1 valency. So this is the reason for variable valency. Variable valency means more than 1 valency, few elements having the valency more than 1. And here the penultimate cell responsible for this, because electron jump from the penultimate cell to the outermost cell, and then we are getting the second valency by losing of electrons. So this topic completed. Thank you. Have a nice day.